Welcome to part 3 of the video series on public speaking. Today we'll be trying to find out what exactly is the difference between a good speaker and a great speaker. What are the game changers? What is it that a great speaker uses in his speech that makes him a great speaker compared to a person who is an average speaker? A person whom nobody wants to listen. What are those differences? What are those things that a great speaker does? What are the game changers which a great speaker uses? We'll be trying to find that out. You have to understand that great speakers are not there to take from the audience. If you are going there with a take mentality, you want to take something from them, you want to sell them a particular product, your presentations will not always be great. You have to be going there to give them value. And if your audience can understand that this person has come with a giving mentality, he is going to give us a lot of value, they will listen to you. Otherwise, if they can sense that after every 5 slides you are there to take something, you are there to take something from your audience, you are there to sell a particular product, you are there to sell a particular policy, they will start signing off. They will stop listening to you. So you have to ensure you give them immense amount of value, immense amount of information, immense amount of knowledge that they are looking for. And once you do that, you will become a great speaker. And great speakers have been doing it for a very, very long time. They're just trying to give you value. Irrespective of whatever challenges it takes, they will go the extra mile. They will try to give something to you. Their experience they will try to share with you so that you don't fall into the ditch. They will try to tell you something that you do not know. They will be trying to tell you something that is very critical for you to understand and for your life. You have to understand that you cannot just be speaking words. It is not just the regurgitating of the words. You have to share your passion. You're highly passionate about this particular topic and you're highly passionate to help the other audiences. And then when you're giving the message, when you're there to give, they will listen to you like anything. That is the secret that most of the people have. Now, Steve Jobs is considered to be one of the best speakers, the best presenters, and his iPhone, iPod series of market launches have been the best presentations that have been made in the history of the world. Go watch them on YouTube. What is his idea? His idea is to present the particular concept where the audience can take 3, at max 3 of the messages, take away from his particular message. Our brains are limited. You have to understand the audience retention, the audience brain is limited. If you give them over the specified quantity of information, they will start forgetting, they will start moving away from the presentation. So you have to have the concept of 3, the power of 3. You have to give them 3 features of your product which are the best features. Don't go and tell 10 features of your product. Don't go and do the blunder of telling them 100 features about your particular product. Give them only 3, the top 3 reasons why they should listen to you, the top 3 reasons why they should use your product, the top 3 reasons that they can go and tell somebody that your product, your presentation was amazing, and these are the top 3 things. Because top 3, remembering that is very, very easy. So that is the Steve Jobs way in which he gives the presentation, and he is a classic particular presenter in the entire world for that. Now, introduce a villain. You have to understand, you have to create a discomfort in your audience life. Most of the people are comforted in their lives. If you do not create a discomfort in your audience, they will not be listening to you. You have to introduce a villain. Their lives are going very well. Steve Jobs used to do it in a very nice way. In the particular presentation on iPhone, he said that the old phones are no problem. There's no problems with the old phones. Those regular QWERTY keyboard phones, there's no problem with that when he was introducing the touchpad phones. But he said that it takes a lot of time to process information. There is a speed limitation on that particular phone. Your photos are not clicked. So he created a villain. He showcased the old handsets. He showcased the old phones as a villain. And then he introduced the hero. So ultimately, if your audience is at comfort, if they're already loving their product, they will not buy your product, they will not listen to you. So you have to create a villain, you have to introduce a villain, you have to create a discomfort inside your audience mind. And once you do that, they will be begging for words, they will be harping on to each and every word that comes out of your mouth. That is Steve Jobs' way of introducing a villain. Now you have to understand that people are in need for some kind of information. Why should somebody listen to you? If they are not willing to go from point A to point B, they will not go. So you have to give them the objective that today your knowledge is this on this particular topic, I will take it to this particular level. And because of that, because they want to move from in terms of knowledge, because they want to move in terms of their particular information, they will listen to you. And that is why, that is a secret, you have to take people from their X point to a particular point which is Z, which can help them grow in life, which can help them succeed in life, and then they will listen to you. Now you have to also understand, this is also a great tip, a great secret of the presenters. You have to understand, look at the visual that we have provided. Newton's second law is being discussed over here. There is on the left hand side a lot of text. Nobody would be interested in this kind of a slide. If you're creating slides, if you're creating presentations, if you're creating PowerPoint slides for your particular presentation, you have to ensure that your presentation does not look like the left hand side, it looks like the right hand side. Show them a visual, because human beings are visual learners. We process visual learnings. There's a saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Why do we say that? Because it's very easy. A picture can help you understand the concept very easy. It does not require a lot of understanding it, a lot of abstract number crunching in your mind. Your brain automatically understands through pictures, and that is why it is said a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So that is why we are visual learners. We process things 60,000 times faster. 90% of our brains is visual memory. So you have to tap on to the visual field. You have to tap on to your audience visual memory. You have to give them visual content so that they can remember your talk for a very long time. Also, when you're giving your visual information, do it through the best way is stories. We have all grown up on stories, right? From the childhood, people have been telling us stories. The Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the great feats your God in your particular community has achieved, the highest person in your particular community has achieved, has been told to you through stories. Christianity, Jesus used to tell stories, good stories. Christianity, the book is based on stories. Why? Because stories stick with our memories. With stories, your messages can stay in memory, in your audience memory for a very long time. Stories are emotionally engaging. You would have seen, you are watching a particular movie and you get so engaged, you get so engrossed in that particular movie, you start crying with the hero. You start feeling angry for the villain. You start that feeling that if you were the hero, you would have killed the villain yourself. Why? Because they have engaged you. Stories have that kind of engaging impact. So use stories in your particular presentation and you will be a rock star, because they have an hypnotic effect. See, graphs, charts, statistics, all those things are fine. They have to be conveyed because those are important, those are facts. But stories any day are remembered better than graphs, stories, charts, statistics and flowcharts. So stories are the secret. Stories are the secret sauce. Include your personal anecdotes. Include your personal experiences that you have had. Include case studies of various examples of various companies that you can give, or various people you can give. Give a case study, give your personal life experiences, but tell stories, because stories have a great impact in creating a very good public speaking skill. Now, body language is also very important, and most of the good speakers use this very much. Now, there was a study done by Dr. Albert Mehrabian in the 1960s, and he found out that 55% of your communication is visual in nature. 55%. So what you are saying through your body, through your hand gestures and through your facial expressions is 55%, and that's a very huge number. Whenever you are communicating, the way I'm talking to you right now is through visual. You are taking more, because earlier also I had told you that human beings are visual learners. We understand things properly when things are visual in nature. If I'm not using good facial expressions, if I'm not using good amount of gestures, people will not listen to me. People will sign off. Visual is very important. That makes the audience understand your message easily. Second one is tonality, your voice. People listen to your voice, and out of your voice, if you're passionate about a particular topic, if you are very confident about a topic, if you love that topic, then it will automatically reflect in your voice, and you will have amazing thing to say about that particular topic, and your audience will also listen to you at that point of time, because you're using your voice as a medium to communicate. Because it is, I'm sorry, this is a wrong number, this is 38% is your voice. 38% of the content whatever you do is through your voice. So you have to increase, decrease, we'll be discussing that. You have to vary your voice, you have to use the best particular voice method which the audience is going to like. But you have to understand that visual and voice, what you're showing to your audience through your body expressions, through your gestures, through your face, and your voice, the way in which you're saying it, is more important than the words you use. Words are a mere 7%. Yes, a mere 7%. 93% is how you are looking visually, how you are communicating your message visually, and through your voice. Very, very important, and most of the best of the speakers use this particular formula. Additional hacks: you have to use a deep baritone voice. Whenever you're speaking, try to speak, if your pitch is high, you have to ensure you lower your pitch. Use deep voice, use baritones. In a study that was done, it was found out that people will vote for politicians who have a deep voice, who can speak slowly, who can speak confidently. It was a study done that people will vote for a politician who has a deep baritone voice, who can speak softly, calmly, and in a deep voice. Second one, you have to ensure that it is not a monologue, that only you are talking and the other person is listening. You have to vary your pitch. Sometimes your voice should go up, and sometimes your voice should go low. There should be a curve of moving ups and downs. That is a melody. You have to understand it's a kind of a music. Your voice should be a music. It should go up and down and up and down, so that your audience is hooked onto your particular music, is hooked onto your particular message. If you speak in a monotone, they will slowly sign off, they will move out of the particular presentation. You have to also ensure that you vary your pace. Be fast at some points and be slow at some times. You have to ensure that you pace your speech, you vary your speech differently. You have to use pauses. Now just look at it. I stopped for some time and you suddenly started waiting for what exactly I have to say. 2 plus 2 is equal to. Now this is how you use a pause. 2 plus 2 is equal to, as soon as I said that, you started guessing in your mind what is the answer for 2 plus 2, and that is a great attention grabber. Use these methods in your presentations and your presentations will be amazing. You have to understand that you own the stage. When you are on that stage, you are the owner of the stage. Like a magician with his wand, with his fingers, he moves your attention to the various points where he wants you to focus. He moves a wand on the left hand side and you look on the left hand side. He moves his magic wand on the top, you look at the top. He moves his magic wand to the right and you look at the right. And that is how you should use the stage. That is how you should use the particular stage, so that you can guide your audience to the place where you want to take them. And that is, you own the particular stage. And these are some of the secrets that the best of the best speakers use in their speeches, and they score more and they get their attention of the audiences and their listeners. Now you have to understand this very critical information, that 75% of your competitors, yes, your competitors, your colleagues, your peers, somebody who is fighting for the same promotion that you are fighting for, 75% of them suffer from the fear of public speaking. Why this is important? Because if you can just improve your public speaking, you have killed 75% of your population, of your competition. So once you have killed 75% of your competition, you will automatically emerge a winner. Not everybody is a good speaker, and if you can, it's a skill. You have to develop it over a period of time. I told you, every tree, every big banyan tree was a seed. Everybody starts small. Start building your public speaking skills from today, because it will help you immensely in growing in your industry, in your company, or in your personal and professional life. You have to understand that this is a very important skill. Now, we'll be ending the presentation with this particular quote. Presentation is just a tool. Presentation is just a tool to communicate your message. You are influencing people, you are engaging people, you are informing, you are educating, whatever your purpose is. Presentation is just a tool. The real presentation is you yourself. You are the presentation. People have come to listen to you. People have come to listen to you speaking. People have come for that value they are getting from your particular experience, from your particular topic, from your particular speech. They are looking for something that they are expecting, and if you can match these two things, people are looking for awesome content, and if you can give them awesome content, people are looking for some kind of a solution to their problems. If you can give them the exact solution that they are looking for, you will become an amazing public speaker. So this is Amit Kumar Mehta signing off. Keep on watching the playlist section that we have, and there is a ton of content on our channel in terms of vocabulary building, in terms of spoken English, in terms of any management lessons with respect to HRM and organizational behavior. As of now, watch the playlist. Amazing content available there. Thank you so much. This was Amit Mehta. Thank you so much.